Do you want more SEO traffic? Do you want more visitors to your website without more work? Duh, doesn't everybody? Let's find out if Ranklytics, a tool currently on AppSumo, can help you reach those goals. Hi, I'm Bjorn from WPLearningLab. Let's get started. This is the AppSumo page for Ranklytics. It promises to analyze over 200 SEO ranking signals. And it'll help you do that really quickly and find keyword opportunities that you can rank for hopefully quickly and get more traffic to your websites or your client websites. The plans are right here. They go up based on all kinds of things, lots of options in the plans. I have a tier 2 for this video. It allows me to generate 10 AI articles per month, and this is inside Ranklytics based on the ranking factors and your competitors' content and visitor intent. It takes everything into account to help you create these AI articles. It's not just a ChatGPT article saying, write me an article about how to boil an egg. It actually takes everything into account and creates an article that it thinks is going to rank properly and highly for that search term that you're trying to target. At least that's the promise. 50 content audits per month, 250 track keywords, and auto scheduling for tier 2. You can see all those numbers go up or down based on which plan you get. Higher plans also give you API access, white labeling, so you can easily use this with clients and they won't know that you're using not your own proprietary software. Backlink gap analysis is only in the top tier. Structured data markup, only in the top tier. Generative engine optimization. I'm not sure what that means, but it's only on the top tier. And then all the tiers include unlimited keywords, unlimited content ideas, unlimited competitor research, long form articles, 2,500 words. Oh, that must mean these AI generated ones. We get 10 for tier 2. You can have articles up to that long on whatever tier you're on. Find content gaps, audit 500 pages per site, and publish directly to the website from inside Ranklytics where you create the content. And this deal allows you to refund within 60 days of your purchase. Some deals don't. Some deals are when you buy it, you can't refund it. So you got to read the fine print down here. Inside Ranklytics, we're creating our first project. All we have to do is fill out the short form right here. Once that's filled in, click on next. List a few competitors. I'm going to click on next here. I want to see if it can find competitors for me and see how good it is at that. I'm going to skip that. I'm going to let it find the keywords as well. It brought these up. Let's choose a bunch of these. There, I think that's pretty good. Click on next. Here we set up autopilot mode. This allows you, as it explains right in here, to set up your requirements for finding keywords, creating a content strategy, creating the content, and publishing it automatically to your website. For tier 2, I can do this 10 times a month. For the lower tier, I think it's 5. You can publish more articles for the higher tiers. But that's pretty slick. You just set it up, you don't do anything, and hope that it works, I guess is the ultimate plan there. These were all on by default. I'll keep all these on. These 2 are off. This one is for a higher tier, the structured data markup, and this one is off because I haven't connected the website yet. For the default writing style, you can pick up the 2 styles. I'm going to choose conversational, data-driven, example articles you like, add links to articles that you like and want to copy a writing style from. I added 3 articles from my own website. Hopefully it'll pick up my writing style. Number of articles per month is set to 10. This is the tier that we're on. That allows 10. Click on next once you have that all filled out. Now it's creating the project for us. Now it took us right into the billing page. Seems weird. Weird place to go. I don't know why it wouldn't take us to the report or whatever it was setting up for us there. Let's see if we can find it. Let's go back to here. There we go. Projects, WPLearningLab. Let's go to the dashboard for this project. The dashboard has a lot going on. You might feel a little overwhelmed, but it's not that bad. It has links on the left. These links are reflected by these cards in the main dashboard area. The autopilot mode is what we just set up a moment ago. It has these options that we saw. 10 articles per month. For some reason, unchecked these things. I'll check those again. Save those. So that's that one. Then we're able to research keywords. We have backlinks gap analysis. So it looks at our competitors' backlinks and our backlinks and sees which ones we could possibly acquire to compete with our competitors better. Ranking reports, run a content audit, find content gaps, reverse engineers, competitor keyword rankings, and stats and quotes. And up here, we can add keywords to our tracker. We can review our content strategy and publish content. So the first thing I want to do is, because I have existing content, is maybe run a content audit. For the URL, I'll give it a blog post. This is one of the ones that entered for the voice analysis just a second ago. And the target keyword is conditional menus in WordPress. Create audit. I know that's the keyword without even going to the website because it's in the URL. Super important for SEO. I'm not sure how long this is going to take, but while this is loading, let's go back to our dashboard and let's turn that off. And let's go to research keywords. Research by keyword. Let's do the most top level keyword for this website's market. So pull these keywords in really quickly. And the first one, send in blue, Elementor, 10 searches a month. Keyword difficulty must be 0. Although speed up my WordPress website, also not listing a keyword difficulty. The paid ad competition is high, so I'm surprised there'd be no keyword difficulty there. Same for speed up WooCommerce website. So let's find one. See if we can sort by this. No, yeah, we can't. Sort by keyword difficulty. Sort the other way. Can we sort the other way? I guess not. Let's just scroll down. The sorting functionality could use a little love. This one here, like 74,000 searches, no keyword difficulty. Seems a little sus. Keywords keep coming and I keep not finding any keyword difficulty. Maybe it's still analyzing. Someone keeps pulling in more. I want you to stop pulling them in and show me the numbers. Let's go back to relevance. Let's just find one that we could use. So these numbers are in green. I assume that means good. This one's in yellow. I assume that means medium for ranking. And a minute ago we saw one that was 100, which was just the word WordPress. That's probably the hardest, I would guess. Let's use improve site speed. I'm just going to click on it and see what happens. I believe this is the same place you'd go if you click analyze. Yeah, it's the same spot. Search volume of 50, keyword difficulty of low, user intent. You can use this to form your content. It's currently trying to process or find secondary keywords. Content ideas, 50 ways to drastically improve your WordPress site speed. That's a lot of ways. I don't even know if there are that many ways. Top 10 little known tips to increase your WordPress load time. That's a pretty good one. 15 plugins that could be slowing down your site and their alternatives. There's some really good title ideas here. I'm just going to add this to project and I'm going to add this to project. Let's see where those went. Must be under content, right? Content board. This is not the spot, but I do notice here they already have content in the works because we have the autopilot feature turned on. I'm just going to turn that off. Maybe turn this on only once you kind of figured out your way around Ranklytics. Still shows it's on, but I turned it off. I didn't save. Now the autopilot's off, it won't just auto-publish all these. Because even though they're probably good titles, I've had zero chance to even look at them. So I want to get a feel for how this works before I do that or do the autopilot. So here are the two new ones that we made or that we chose. 15 plugins that could be slowing down your site and 10 little known tips. If I click on that, this is actually where the content will be generated. This is the write an article section. Currently, SEO score is 5%. Why don't we just try this, see how it goes. See how high we can get the SEO score. And then in fact, I might put it into Neuron Writer, which I use as well, to see what the score is when I put it in Neuron Writer. Once this is done, let's generate using AI, create outline. On the right here is semantic keywords. There's a lot of them. You can add more as well by clicking on the add keyword button. This outline is pretty thorough. It's not just a table of contents. It's like actually ideas and then a paragraph about what the idea is about. The title promise is 10. We're currently sitting at 8 and it's done. Only did 8. So you can either change this to 8. I can't change it to 8. I can change to 8 up here. I can change that to 8. Got to change this after, because there's only 8 here. You also have the option of probably adding more if you wanted. Yeah, you can add more. This is more text. How do I add more headings? Can't do that here. Can I just switch to freestyle writing? It's all gone. So you can't just switch to freestyle writing and add stuff, but you can add text to the elements that are already there. You can't add more elements at this point. However, at the full draft stage, you probably can. Let's click next. Let's go to that full draft stage and see. There it is. It's building out all these. These keywords are highlighting in green as they're added, the semantic keywords. If you're a fast reader, you can read this as it's being written. If you're not a fast reader, don't do that. I'll just pause this video while this is, actually I'll fast forward while this is being written. It's all done. 3,892 words. That's a lot. I want to see if these headings are labeled properly. So this is an H2, which we can only see at the very bottom, section H2. And then this one here, I like if this little part scrolled with us. This is an H3. And then we have unordered list. Just checking the HTML tags to make sure it's doing stuff properly. H3 again. This is H4. This is a paragraph. Block quote. It appears to be created quite nicely. And there's a lot of content. Not all the semantic keywords are in there though. This is your opportunity to add these keywords into this text if you wanted to. What's our SEO score? 73? It's not bad. Here it shows where we can improve. So I believe where it says optimized, you've hit the nail on the head. For the ones that aren't optimized, you probably have to fix those. So we need less characters for the title, or fewer characters, fewer keyword density, or more. How many times do we have the keyword? 8 times. Bunch of those are up here. Only have it in there a couple times. It'd be nice if it said what the current keyword density is, but it does not. Semantic keywords, used a bunch of those. Okay, great. Links, use 5 or more relevant links to external and internal pages. The internal ones would be tricky because you'd have to highlight, click the link icon, and actually find the link from your website and put it in here. I guess that's not tricky, but it's kind of a pain. The external ones, same idea. No featured image. Oh, let's generate one. Let's use this text for the title and see what it generates. Not great. Also not bad. The text, of course, is all gibberish. So I probably should clean that image up, but just for the sake of this video, I'm going to keep that as it is. The image generator might not be ready for prime time. What's the stats tab? No stats. Internal links, no internal links. Okay, now what do we do? Skier icon lets you choose which model, which tone, additional prompting. Down at the bottom, we can save, preview, and publish. Let's just save this for now because I want to throw this into Neuron Writer and see what it gives us for an SEO score. Our Neuron Writer project is set up. Improve WordPress site speed is the keyword, same as this one here. So I'm going to copy a bunch of these things. Let's get the meta title. I'll put that in there. Meta description. Neuron Writer uses these to calculate its SEO performance here. So we're at 18 now by adding those 2 things in there. Now let's copy all of this content, paste it in there. That bumps us up to 44. Something I do as well. Just 1 second. Scroll to the very top. Oh, I did that already. The H1 I put in here as well. Probably what Neuron Writer is choking on is our keyword is improve WordPress site speed. And our title has that here, but then our H1 does not have that. Top 10 little known tips to increase your WordPress load time, not the same keyword. So if I were to do this in Neuron Writer, top 10 little known tips to improve your WordPress site speed, up to 52. If we do this, oops, don't want to do that. If I move this to the beginning, put a colon. This could improve it even more. It didn't. Hurts readability, so I'll put it back to the other way if it doesn't improve our SEO. So Neuron Writer says it's a 52. Ranklytics says it's a 73. Pretty big difference. Neuron Writer has been around for a while, so I kind of trust their analysis a little more because they have a lot more data here as well from competitors in the top 10 ranking spots. Even shows for the semantic keywords how many of each we have and how many we're supposed to have based on what the top ranking pieces of content have for these things. So take that with a grain of salt. Either way, the content was written pretty quickly. So now we saw how to create the content in Ranklytics. We also have a calendar where we see when the content's scheduled. This one's scheduled right here. We haven't actually scheduled it, just set to preview. We need to actually publish it and connect our WordPress website, and then we can officially schedule it. What is really cool though, it'll make this content on autopilot. As long as you come in here, I feel like you should come in and double check what the actual content is. Even though these are good titles, I feel like a smart human who does SEO and kind of knows how they want to do their SEO, they can pick better titles. If you just go straight autopilot, it'll choose the titles for you, which is okay, but I feel like I'd like to have a little bit of input. So we saw the keywords area. Let's see if our content audit is complete. It is. Let's click on report. Looks like it's no good. College reading level, that's a problem. You want to have your reading level at like grade 5. College is way higher than that. Reduce the length of our title, add a meta description. It gives us samples down here. So we could use this one for our title and use this one for our meta description. And even though it say complete for this content audit, keywords to use, content, and compare competitors is not complete. Still working. Optimize content. Here it's suggesting how we can change our H1 and our H2s that are throughout the content. I like it if these things were actually done. Please wait while we build your report. But you said it was done. It says right here. Completed. Apparently it's not completed. So we'll come back again later. Reverse engineer. Let's try this. New analysis. Keyword you want to rank for? Let's stick with this keyword we have here. Improve WordPress site speed. URL you're trying to rank. I don't have one. Let's just do the home page. Create analysis. This may take a couple of minutes. Okay. The content gap. Let's see this. We have to add competitors here. I'll just add one. We can add multiple. Let's find the gap. This will take a few minutes. Backlinks gap analysis. Let's try the same competitor. Find backlinks gap. Take a couple minutes. That was a lot less than a couple minutes. Upgrade to see more results. Hold on a second here. $6 per additional article. Backlinks gap analysis is not on the Pro plan. That's the plan that I'm using. At least it showed us something. Let's go back to that page. Here are some backlinks that this competitor has that we don't. Has 460 backlinks that we don't have yet. So you can go through each of these and see if you can get a backlink. Let's see what these backlinks are. See if they're spammy. HDPE ground protection mat. Is that WordPress related, I wonder? Let's see where their backlink is. WP Tavern. Is their backlink even on here? Let's try viewing the source, just for fun. Search for WP Tavern. What's up, all? Okay, watch this. Looks like a bit of a spammy backlink in the comments. There we go. Britt said, "What's up, all? Here everyone is sharing these kinds of knowledge, thus it's pleasant to read this webpage, and I used to visit this website every day." Wow. Couldn't get much spammier than that. And that was built on February 15th of this year. Not the kind of SEO I would do. Okay. It's good to know. Let's see what else we have here. Wochenrückblick. Week in review. Let's see. More comment spam. No, this is actually a link in the article. This one right here goes to WP Tavern. So that's good. I like that backlink. And this one, backlink right there. That one's fine too. So 1 out of 3 spammy backlinks ain't bad. Let's see if the content gap is back in. Failed. We failed to get a content gap. Sorry, it seems you couldn't find any keywords from the competitors you selected. Interesting. Let's add the big wig. WPBeginner.com, probably the biggest WordPress blog out there. Let's see if we can find content for them. I can't X off WP Tavern. Oh, there we go. Find content gap with WP Beginner. This should be loads and loads of keywords because their blog is actually active, whereas mine isn't really. Okay, reverse analysis for this keyword. Let's see what we have. WPLearningLab, position nothing. WordPress.com, position 2. WP Engine, position 3. WP Rocket, position 4. YouTube's number 5. WordPress.org, number 6. WP Beginner, number 7. HubSpot, number 8. WP Rocket has another one. NitroPack and HeyTony.ca. Why did this get pulled in here? Ranked at 92. It's weird. And it shows us whether we have the keyword in the URL, yes or no, keyword and title. I don't know if this is keywords in the H1s and H2s or if this is how many H1s and H2s they have. Must be the second one. They wouldn't have 29 H3s with the keyword in them. Internal links, external links, number of images. Pretty big breakdown of all the stuff that's going on these competitor sites. So ideally you go in here and you'd find out where you can improve your content. And I don't know why I'm showing a word count. Or I probably went to the home page, right? So it's got 99 words on the home page, 8th grade, 9th grade level. I find analyses like that very boring. I'm sorry. Let's see if the content gap came in. WP Beginner completed. Let's see what the report is. Keywords your competitor ranks for, but you don't. And there's lots. Content management software. Manage WordPress hosting. How to start a WordPress blog. If I track this, I want to see how I can get that back into my content creator. If I find keywords our competitors have, rank keywords, that's not what I want. Add keywords. Where's the keyword tracking? Is that the rank keywords? I guess so. But when I did this content gap and I clicked on the button, how to start a WordPress blog, I clicked on track. Where did that go? Keyword already exists in your account. Let's check out the report. There seems to be no easy way of just going from finding that keyword and making content. It's nice there's a track button, but I'd like to have a make content button. So you find this keyword and you make content for that keyword. Add to project, start writing. I guess you can do it that way. So you have to click into the keyword on here, go to the report, choose a content ID you like, and then click on start writing. So that works that way. On-page fixes for our website. This is the home page only for those pages. On-page score. Report. What is this? Home page again. Mobile performance could use some help. Backlinks. Got to upgrade for that feature. So it looks like we've kind of covered the core basics of Ranklytics. And the core really is finding keywords through the research tab and the analyzing competitors tab, using those keywords to create content, and then auto-publishing that content to your website or publishing it manually, either way. But you can use Ranklytics to create the content. The SEO scoring is different than Neuron Writer. I don't know which one's correct. I'm not an SEO scoring expert, but I do know they're different. So I think what you got to do is pick one of them and go with that. Either use just the Ranklytics scoring or just the Neuron Writer scoring, or no scoring at all. Just create good content and make sure you include the keywords you want to rank for, and you can just ignore all the scoring tools. Will Ranklytics help rank your content? I don't know. You got to give it a try. SEO is changing a lot at the moment, especially with AI and the Google Gemini AI appearing in search results, which is kind of useful, kind of not. In fact, as a funny aside, I got this text message over here from Elizabeth, a recruiter at DSL, Who knows? Apparently I can make a whole bunch of money. For 30 to 60 minutes a day, earn 200 to 500 bucks. That's pretty sweet. So I said, who is this person? I'm pretty sure this is spam. This is like, it's got to be some kind of scam, spam, something. So I Googled this person. I think I put that in quotes, I believe. No, I didn't put it in quotes. So you don't put it in quotes. Hey, where's the Google response? I removed it. When I did this last time, a few days ago, Google Gemini had an answer up here. And the answer was, Elizabeth is a really respectable recruiter at DSL. Her LinkedIn profile says she's amazing. She works with HR and blah, 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 blah. And the next result was this one. Scam. So which one's right? Probably the Reddit one, because it sounds like a scam when I read the text message. But Google AI figured it was pretty legit. But now a few days later, it doesn't provide that AI result again. So maybe they're improving it. I don't know. But anyway, search is changing because of AI. And I don't know at this point how content creation is going to fit into that. Because essentially, no matter what content you create, you can create the best resource out there on a specific topic. You could be the only one. And you could be the first result. And then Google will send its AI to your website and say, analyze this and summarize it in the search results. And then just takes your content, summarizes it. And then people are like, oh, good, I got what I wanted. They don't have to go to your website, which is kind of how it's been up for a long time with the snippets at the top of Google. But this is like next level for those snippets. Either way, do I think Ranklytics can help your SEO? Possibly. I don't know. You have to create a bunch of content and see. It takes a while to rank. SEO is not a fast solution by any means, but it does help you find keywords. It does help you create content. It is just a one-time fee. On the first tier for 70 bucks, you can do, unlimited keywords. So if you're going to bang out the content yourself, finding those unlimited keywords, unlimited content ideas, unlimited competitor research can really help you figure out what to target for your SEO. But is it going to matter in the end with all the AI stuff that is being incorporated in the search engines? That I don't know. But if you want to check out Ranklytics, there's a link in the description down below. It'll take you here. It is an affiliate link. If you end up clicking through that and buying, I get a credit for that. It does not make it more expensive for you, but it's an easy way for you to support me in this channel. If you want to do that, I really appreciate it. Another way you can support the channel is hitting the like button and subscribe to let me know you like this video. And then check out this video on the screen right now, which is all about speeding up your website. The faster your website is, the better. So check out that video on making your website super fast, and I'll see you there.